callers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Benjamin Pavard of Bayern, as it has been reported that Barcelona are set to rival Real Madrid and they will have to pay within 30 to 40 million euros if they want to acquire the Bayern Munich defender. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this Barca youngster, Ilias, as it has been reported that the 19-year-old Barca winger, according to a report from Sport, is set to sign for Barca's La Liga rivals Villarreal as a free agent. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With Barcelona in the market for a new right back, the name of Bayern Munich star Benjamin Pavard has been constantly linked with them. The 2018 FIFA World Cup winner is entering the final year of his contract at the Allianz Arena and is keen on leaving the club. As such, journalist Florian Plattenberg is reporting that Bayern Munich are ready to sanction Pavard's exit this summer. However, the German champions will demand a sum of around 30 to 40 million euros for the versatile defender. Barcelona's need for a new right back does not need any introduction, having gotten by with Jules Koundé as the right back during the majority of this season. Barca are keen to invest in a natural player in that position, especially with the Frenchman reluctant to play in that role. A loan move for João Cancelo of Manchester City is understood to be a priority for Barca now. However, the Premier League champions have blocked the Portuguese loan switch to Camp Nou in January, and there is no guarantee that they will sanction a move this time around. As such, Barcelona are keeping an eye on other options, with Pavard being one of them. However, the La Liga champions are not alone in pursuit of the Frenchman, as arch-rivals Real Madrid are also keen on the versatile fullback. Other clubs like Manchester City and Manchester United are also understood to be involved in the race for Pavard, which could further complicate matters for Xavi Hernandez and co. And there also remains the question of Barca being able to spend 30 to 40 million euros on Pavard at a time when they also intend to sign pivot midfielder, a striker, and a left winger. As such, a move might seem difficult at this point, although things could change if the Blaugrana are able to seal a few exits in the coming weeks. Of course, this summer transfer window promises to be a very busy one for Barca, without any doubt. Our top priority, that was Messi, made up his mind to join Inter Miami, and of course leaving Barca with headache, in the sense that they need to look for creative players, they need to look for better options if they really want to forget about the disappointment of not signing Messi. Of course, the right wing position have been one of the positions that have been talked about the most in the transfer market speculations for Barca. The right wing back, or let me put it, the right back, has been a position that needs strengthening. Even though Koundé have been doing that position, playing that position well, that doesn't mean he should be there forever, as the player has voiced out his concerns to manager Xavi that he wants to return to his natural centre-back role next season, hoping that Xavi will accept that. Because earlier today we heard reports that Barca they don't want to prioritize right back anymore. They want to focus more on midfield. And of course, that would be a very serious problem if they don't want to get a new right back. Because trying to convince Koundé to continue playing as a right back, I don't think Koundé will ever accept that. So Benjamin Pavard have been long laying with Barca since the January transfer window. A move failed to materialize that winter window because Barca couldn't reach an agreement with Bayern Munich. And as it stands right now, the player is still strongly linked to Barca. Barca still in the race, and this report claims that arch rivals Real Madrid are also seriously interested in Pavard, which means the pursuit for Pavard will never be an easy one. Financially, we know that we can't match the likes of Real. They are better than us financially, and that is where we are going to fall short in many of these transfer rumors, because Barca can't sign players that they actually want if there is a bigger rival coming to. Except otherwise, the player himself really wants to join Barca because he loves Barca. Like we have seen in the case last year, in the case of Rafinha, of course, who came to Barca even though Chelsea had more offers for him. Except that scenario, because financially we can't match most of these top clubs. So a right back now is a necessity, I think. João Cancelo have also been a strong possibility, but from the way things are going, it's not going to work out, as Manchester City does not see him to. They don't want him to be loaned again after Bayern did loan him, and they don't even want to exercise the purchase option, which is 70 million. So he might go back to Etihad, but the fact that he has issues with Pep Guardiola, nobody knows what his future will look like in the coming weeks. Then on to the final story of discussion. It has been known for quite some time now that Ilias will be leaving FC Barcelona in the summer. The 19-year-old winger's contract with Barca expires on June 30 this year, and with a renewal not materializing, an exit is imminent. And according to Sport, Ilias is all set to sign for Barca's La Liga rivals Villarreal as a free agent. As per the update, the teenage La Masia product will be signing a 4-year deal with a Yellow Submarine, which will contain a release clause of around 20 to 30 million euros. Ilias has been held in high regard within Barcelona. The 19-year-old has made 42 appearances for the Barca athletic team, 23 of which has come in the 2022-23 campaign. The young winger made his first team debut for the Catalan Giants during the 2021-22 campaign, very early in Xavi's tenure as manager, and played 2 more times for the senior side, showing plenty of potential. However, Ilias Akomash's time at Barca is coming to an end on June 30, with the two parties not agreeing on a new contract. A move to England looked very close, with Leeds United well positioned to sign Ilias. However, the move ended up collapsing last month. There was no shortage of suitors for Ilias, though, as clubs like Arsenal, AC Milan, and Sevilla were all credited with an interest in the 19-year-old. But the Barcelona youngster has decided to choose Villarreal as his next destination, where he will be part of Quique Setien's side that is seeing young players such as Nico Jackson, Jeremy Pino, and Alex Viena take central stage. As mentioned earlier, Ilias will sign 4-year contract with the Yellow Submarine. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.